Welcome to Gideon Grammar Booklet Level One-N, where the student should complete 2 pages each day. In this booklet, the student will review parts of speech, compare plural and possessive nouns, capitalizing proper nouns, and telling the difference between using me, myself, and I. First, we will review parts of speech. The parts of speech the student will review in this booklet are common and proper nouns, action and linking verbs, adjectives, and pronouns. First, we will review common and proper nouns. A common noun is a word used to identify a person, place, or thing. A proper noun names a specific noun. Proper nouns should be capitalized. Here's a chart to give an example of common and proper nouns. We have the common noun ocean, which can become a proper noun by naming a specific ocean, like Atlantic Ocean, where the first letters of Atlantic and ocean are capitalized. Another example of a common noun is country, but if we name a specific country, like France, it becomes a proper noun, where the F, which is the first letter, is capitalized. One more example could be teacher, which when we name a teacher, it becomes a proper noun, Mrs. Stewart. Notice how the first letter of each word that is a proper noun is capitalized. Next, we will review action and linking verbs. An action verb is an action word that tells what the subject does or did. A linking verb connects the subject of a sentence with more information about the subject. The linking verbs we will be reviewing are am, is, are, was, and were. Here's an example. The little girl fell on the ground. First, we ask ourselves, what is the subject of this sentence? Well, girl, which tells who or what the sentence is about. Then we ask ourselves, what did the girl do? Well, the girl fell. Since fell answers what the girl did, we know it's an action verb. Here's an example of a linking verb. First, we ask ourselves, what is the subject of this sentence? Well, Jen Roberts is the subject of this sentence and tells who the sentence is about. Then we ask ourselves, what did Jen Roberts do? Well, she doesn't do anything here. Rather, we have 2 parts of a sentence being linked together, the subject and more information about the subject. So we link those 2 parts of the sentence with the linking verb is, and we have Jen Roberts is on my team. Next, we have adjective. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. Here's an example. The old red car broke down, where car is the noun in this sentence. Words that describe a noun are called adjectives. Here, old and red are both adjectives because they are describing the car, which is a noun. And lastly is pronouns. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun or nouns. The subject and object pronouns we have learned in Grammar Series 1 are he, she, they, we, it, him, her, them, and us. Here's an example. Maria and Ken like math and reading. We can replace Maria and Ken with the pronoun they, and we have they like math and reading. So we can replace Maria and Ken with the pronoun they without changing the meaning of the sentence. Next, we have plural and possessive nouns. A plural noun is more than one person, place, or thing. Here's an example of a plural noun. We have one cat, which is singular, meaning only one. To make it plural, we add an S to the word cat. One cat becomes several cats with an S. In another example, we have a watch, which is singular, meaning only one. To pluralize watch, we add an ES to the word watch, so a watch becomes 3 watches. This is a special rule. If a word ends with SH or CH, add an ES to the end of the word. So since watch ends with CH, we add an ES to make it plural. Now we're going to learn the difference between a plural and possessive noun. A possessive noun shows ownership or possession by adding an apostrophe and sometimes an S. In this example, we have toy belonging to a baby, where baby is a singular noun. We start with a baby, which is singular. So we add an apostrophe and an S, followed by the object being owned. So a toy belonging to a baby becomes a baby's toy, where babies with an apostrophe is a possessive noun. In this example, we will write a basket belonging to 2 cats as a plural possessive noun. So we start with 2 cats, where the word cats is plural. Next, we add an apostrophe after the S, followed by the object being owned. So, a basket belonging to 2 cats becomes 2 cats basket, where cats is a plural possessive noun. Here is a chart showing the difference between plural and possessive nouns using the same words. Notice where the apostrophes are placed in each example. Next, we have capitalizing proper nouns, where the student will learn 2 rules: capitalizing the name of a company or business, and capitalizing the name of a public building or structure. Let's first take a look at the first rule: capitalizing the full name of a company or business. This includes names of stores, restaurants, malls, retail shops, and others like that. Here, we capitalize all the letters of the name of Home Depot, which is a home improvement store. In another example, the name of the restaurant Chipotle Mexican Grill is capitalized. Notice how the first letter of each word is capitalized. Rule number 2 is to capitalize the full name of a public building or structure. This includes geographical structures as well. In this example, Sacramento International Airport, we capitalize the first letter of each word, the S, the I, and the A, since this is naming a specific airport. Another example is the Giza Pyramids, which are located in Egypt. Notice how the first letter of each word is capitalized. Lastly, we have me, myself, and I. Me is a pronoun used as the object of a verb or object of a preposition. In this example, you will come with me. With is a preposition. You will come with whom? With me. Another example is mom drives me to school, where mom is the subject and drives is an action verb. Then we ask ourselves, who or what does mom drive? Me. Here, me is the direct object of the verb. Next, we have myself, which is a pronoun used when the speaker is doing something to or referring to himself. In this example, I am sewing a scarf for myself. So since someone is doing something for himself, and we use I at the beginning of the sentence as the subject, we know that myself would be the correct word to use. Another example is, I will make myself a sandwich. Here, the subject is referring to himself by using I as the subject. So myself would be the correct word to use, not me. So we would not say, I will make me a sandwich. We would say, I will make myself a sandwich. Last, we have I, which is a pronoun that can be used as the subject of a sentence. In this sentence, I am a soccer player, where I is the subject and tells who the sentence is about.